The goal here is to maintain Jaku's art style in this fixer-upper because I don't want to end up changing everything to the point that it would look like something I would draw instead of something that Jaku would draw, since everybody has their own original unique art style, and yeah, I just don't want to end up like changing it too much. Hello and welcome to my first art fixer-upper video where I fix your art that you submitted with whatever I think would help to improve the artwork. So yeah, take everything with a grain of salt. Anyways, today I'll be working on Jaku's artwork that has been submitted on Discord. Thank you, Jaku, for letting me make content out of your artwork. Anyways, let's take a look-see on what he has made. So what we have here is a cute illustration of a demon girl named Taiga sitting on the floor, and I can tell that there are issues with the anatomy. So I drew on top of the body with the basic shapes to see what the structure is of the anatomy that Jaku has drawn. This reminds me of my beginner artist phase, where I started out with just basic flat shapes to construct the body. We all been there. Everything at the top of the body looks fine, such as the head, shoulders. But then when you go down to the bottom, I see some issues such as the pelvis. The pelvis doesn't need to point out like that. And the hand is way too small for the body. So I am going to do a redraw of the entire body to show what I would do to fix the anatomy.
Let's go!
When I'm drawing bodies, I like to start with basic 3D shapes such as boxes and cylinders, so I can get the feel that the character is three-dimensional, because when you use like basic flat shapes such as circles and squares, your character is going to end up with a flat look to them because it's about the foundation. So when your foundation is just flat shapes, then the end result will become flat. But then when you start with the 3D shapes, it'll help with making your character look more three-dimensional. And it also helps a lot when there is some perspectives onto your character on the pose that you're drawing in, such as, for example, the legs, they're going behind the character. So it helps a lot to know that the legs are cylinders going in front and behind the character. I recommend watching videos from Kasem about anatomy and perspectives because he goes more into detail and explain way better than I can on why it's important to know the perspectives. It is the fundamental of art after all. Another channel I like to recommend is Corey Max because their channel is a gold mine of tutorials and references to study off from. I also recommend watching Ankiri's live streams because you can watch them draw their poses and bodies starting with basic 3D shapes. Alright, so here is what I've drawn. It's not the best, but it is the best that I can do in my skill level to help out. Anyways, let's apply the correction to the illustration now. Hello, voiceover Sky here. Anyways, what I'm doing right now is just painting over on top of the artwork with the changes I would make to make the artwork look better. And yeah, the goal here is to maintain Jaku's art style in this fixer-upper because I don't want to end up changing everything to the point that it would look like something I would draw instead of something that Jaku would draw, since everybody has their own original unique art style. And yeah, I just don't want to end up like changing it too much. Anyways, what I like about this artwork that Jaku has made is a cute soft pastel color scheme. Oh, Milo! Milo! Hey, stop it! Milo! No! Good boy. Anyways, what I like about this artwork is the soft colors that he used for this character and just the nice soft comfy vibes that she's given off. She's really cute. Oh yeah, also, I would like to point out some extra stuff that I noticed that needed to be fixed. For example, the face. The eyes was a little bit too high, making her face look long and mature. So I just selected the eyes and bring it down a bit to make her look more cute. And yeah, more cute and youthful. Really fits the anime look. Oh yeah, another thing. The top of her head was crooked and a little too short, so I just draw it in a bit so that you can notice, she has a top head. The top of her head is not done, so I brought that back. And then with the hair, I just, added more strands and make it look more flowy. When I draw hair, I always go by intuition. And that's from like years of me drawing anime characters and hair. And I feel like, once you keep on drawing and experimenting, you'll soon develop a way on how you draw your own hair and go by intuition. Since the reason why I feel like I can't make really good tutorials is because I'm not really good at explaining things or understand how I do things the way I do. It's just I always go everything fully by intuition instead of intentional. What? That doesn't make sense. But yeah, long story short, just keep on trying, and then the way how you draw things will come through intuition. Perhaps that's also the same for your art style too. I noticed that her eyes don't have much shine to him. They were looking a little lifeless. So I just added some just little subtle highlights to bring in more life to her eyes and also made her eyelashes a little bit more thicker. Hopefully at this part because the face is what makes the art style. So hopefully I didn't end up changing the art style too much. I just added in more details of stuff that I would think that would make the artwork look better. Yeah, she's looking more cuter. I am adding back in the choker that the character wore because during the process of me painting over on top of the body, I end up like demolishing the choker. So I'm just adding that back in and I'm just, coloring it in a way to show that the choker is made out of leather, and I'm also adding in those little details that she has on her choker that look like they're made out of metal. Yes. The tail was looking stiff, so I redrew the position of the tail. And it took me a few tries to find which one is the most interesting, but I ended up with having her tail going from behind and then into the front of the character to make it look more, to make it look, to give it more, to give it some flow and make it look nice. Yeah. Alrighty, let's take a look at the before and after side to side. So here's the before and after. Yeah, looking quite nice, eh? Anyways, I am going to do a recap on what I did to get here. So first, I corrected the anatomy and perspective of the character. And then I repositioned her eyes to make her look cuter. Next, I drew in the back of her head that she was lacking. Added more strands into her hair to give it some pizzazz. And then lastly, I added some more details into her eyes, repositioned her tail, and drew back the collar that disappeared during the process. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Did I do a good job fixing your artwork while maintaining the art style? Or did I not? To be honest, I feel like I could have done better. But hey, We're all learning to get better. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys either on my live stream or on the next video. Bye bye! I hope I did good.